Hey, Collision community, how are you doing? Carlton Banks, CEO and owner of Collision here. Guys, we're just going to give it a few moments to let our live team members join us. I know some of you guys are new to this channel, new to this community. So for those watching for the first time this evening, hello, welcome home, guys. We are Collision Drumsticks, the UK and Europe's largest and leading drumstick brand, guys. You are right where you need to be when it comes to community support, having backing of a great brand like Collision and looking for great quality drumsticks as well. But today we're doing something a little different. We've got a phenomenal artist joining us today. It's great to see Hayden joining us. We had a great chat a few weeks ago. Merlin's joined us, Jermaine, got Jay Hawes, good to see Dio, good to see Stewie D2's in the building. And we're going to be interviewing Daniel Delgado today, D2. Great to see you join, my friend. Johnny Zabo, good to see you. Jermaine, good to see you as always. Nate, thank you so much. Guys, as you just come in, as you just join us today, let us know where you're tuning in from. Put it in the comments, guys. We've got a great guest joining us today who's about to share his experiences about backstage, what the backstage experience looks like, how it is in the eyes of an artist as well, and also what he is looking forward to in terms of goals in 2021. So without further ado, let's see if Daniel's ready to go live. Just going to send Again, keep those questions coming. To answer your question, Stu, yes, I've been a drummer since I was 7 years old. Live, breathe, love drums. The man is in the building. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Hi guys, can you listen to me? Can you hear me
Yes, we
right?
can. Yeah, we listening loud and clear, brother. How are you doing?
Good man, good. Hi Carlton, such a pleasure and honor to be here. Hi everyone, hi family.
Hey, family. Everyone's here waiting for you, my friend. Everyone is looking forward to this call. Thank you again for doing this. Again,
Thank
Daniel,
you.
just great to have you involved, have you, on today's live. And just to get started, for those maybe friends, family who don't know a little bit about you just yet, there is an artist profile on our website, loud and clear. But can you give some context around, who you are, where you're based, and a little bit into your music journey and drumming journey, please, Daniel?
Thank you, Carlton. Such a pleasure, especially when you contacted me and your team. I'm like, what? After everything I've done, I finally found the brand that I was looking for and dreaming of. Someone who actually
Bless you.
supports the artist the way we should. And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do this right. So
Thank
of
you, my
course
friend.
I tried the drumsticks and everything. So I'm Daniel Delgado, born in Venezuela, Caracas, Venezuela. That's where I started my journey in heavy metal and punk and covers and techno Latin metal from Ashes to Totem to the move back home. And then I moved to Liverpool where I thought, well, yeah, why not? The music
Yeah.
scene came from the Beatles over there, so they might still hanging around. And yeah, of course, I came across a few other musicians. I've been here for 12, almost 12 years
Yeah.
now, working with a lot of people, a lot of styles, and a lot more than I would have expected. I'm really, really happy about it.
That's amazing, my friend. And it really leads me in nicely to my next question, which is, where were you prior to joining us backstage? So can you just set the scene in terms of obviously social media, in terms of, those networks prior to joining us and obviously the community that we know about, but maybe some of the artists joining us today don't know a little bit more about. Yeah, where were you at that time?
Yeah, before I actually found Collision, I actually found Collision by a few other drummers that I've seen online, but not that much as I know now. And I was a little bit lost and like publishing all around, posting about my private life, about what I'm doing, what I'm cooking, posting a coffee every once in a while. So my content was a little bit dispersed. And
Yeah.
then I found like you guys the way you are approaching the artist and the way you can actually network and promote yourself as an artist, not just drumming. You can change the way you promote yourself. So that gave me a chance to learn a lot more. I didn't have that many followers, especially in the music scene. But now, after connecting with you guys and backstage, I've met so many people all around the world, and we're learning and sharing
Yeah.
on backstage, not
Yes,
many
we are.
public because it's private information, but
Absolutely, mate. Well, it's for you guys in the backstage community because you guys are action takers, and in your own right. I want to just take a moment to acknowledge you, my friend, and just huge success, and really want to acknowledge you for all the success you've had throughout your incredible journey because it truly has. See, Daniel's got his workbook printed out, and that was something I really, really sort of aligned with. The synergy was there because you've really taken off. You know, that education, you know, you printed it out, you're putting the work in each and every week. Those are the workbooks, guys. So when it comes to obviously learning in the backstage environment, what has really been the favorite part of the backstage piece for you, Daniel? Has it been the networking or the modules or the experts or maybe all of it? You know, what to you really stands out in terms of aligning with you and the way that you best learn and you're best served?
Well, it was like the whole combo about there are the models. You
Yeah,
can actually reach them online whenever you have the chance. It's not something that you have to pay and it's gone. No, it's there for whenever you have
yeah,
the chance to access to it on your own time, free time, or wherever. And there's actually models I'm interested in I haven't reached to, which is the tutorials and how
yeah,
to teach. And I'm like, I'm gonna get there, but I'm reaching other steps before because I got busy with my band, the Arlos.
yeah.
We recorded two singles. We're about to
Amazing.
release them, so that's up to the end. But yeah, I found like so many things in the connections and the things that work and the things that don't work. And we're like, okay, I can do this in my own way because I know
Yeah.
my audience, how is it going to reach, and who's not working on my target.
I'm with it, 100%. And I think all too often, you know, and we can all relate in the room tonight because we're all drummers. We're all a part of, you know, one community, and that's really what it's about. So I definitely align with that truly. And the fact is, you know, some of us just like to make, like myself, sometimes, you know, easy problems difficult, you know, easy things challenging. So, you know, what we want to do is really remove that cloud, remove that fog or that haze that we have as musicians, and really give you just complete transparency and give you guys complete just understanding of what's going on and how you can best serve your audience, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Serving community, being in service to obviously your fans, friends, fellow musicians as well. And how is the environment as well, Daniel, for you? Because to me, seeing you in the sort of the live sessions every week, it's an environment which I know you personally thrive in, and we've got Horror in the building as well, joining us today.
Hola Jose, what's up, mi hermano?
Fellow
Otro
Collision backstage
venezolano.
artist. Love it. So yeah, I mean, is it, you know, where do you thrive best within that environment? Is it within the community, the live group sessions, and things like this as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's like when I first got your call, I was like, it's so shocking the familiarity that we
Yeah.
got. And now we actually hang out for over an hour each week.
It's a win-win, isn't it? I love it. I absolutely love it. And
Yeah.
I feel we get you know, everyone comes away with something, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. It's like if we're struggling with something, usually someone else has an idea
Yeah.
on how to get over it. And then the other one like, oh yeah, I found another idea. It's usually more than two. And you're like, okay, like Andy the other day taking notes,
Yeah.
or I love the way that Jamie shares his drumsticks. I
Yeah.
mean, drumming or bass drumming, and I'm like, I'm a fan of his work and the way
Yeah.
he transforms the music. Nick over there in LA doing his work, and I'm like, wow, so many things,
Yes.
so many people sharing different things, and you're like, okay, I might change this and that, and it's that familiarity, like, oh, I forgot about telling you this on the other day, but you DM the next day, and it's like that friendship. And I know the
Yeah.
other guys are doing it as well, especially because of the friend family that's happening.
Yeah.
I'm supporting Scott on the
Yes,
next one.
absolutely, and that's what it's about. These great initiatives that you guys within the backstage community are setting up and establishing and going off and doing yourselves, because that's
Yeah,
what it's all about. We want to plant the seed and start the journey with us and start that dialogue and that conversation. But you know, we need you guys to be implementing, and yourself, Jose, the team, Scott. I can see Zach as well joining us today. It's good to see Bobo as well. You know, everyone within the
Bobo.
backstage community, you know, every single one of you guys just implementing and taking action. And we've got Daniel at D2 in the house just sharing that, you know, and that's
Look
what
at
it's all
that.
about, brother. Look at that. That is sick. That is
That's free
awesome.
promo right here.
Love it, my man. Awesome stuff. I mean, just getting onto obviously, you
Yeah.
know, the goals and everything that, you know, you have to look forward to over the next few months. You know, when it comes to obviously 2021, what are those big music goals for you, D2?
Well, yeah, now that I finally found a touring new band, or we're actually recording and implementing like a new target
Yeah,
of we're gonna do like two singles or promote these two singles a month, and
yeah,
then the next one we're actually thinking of doing. Like you saw, some merch that we're gonna
Brilliant.
hang out, or we're gonna with my cousin over there, John Poto 22, who's actually promoting his merchandise, and he actually gave me an idea of promoting that. So that's coming up on next year as well. So I'm gonna be
That's
doing
brilliant.
some side promo, maybe drumming related and music, of course, and of course going on tour with the Arlos, and recording more songs. Hopefully, that's the plan for next year because it's happening right now.
Yeah. It's all coming up, and it's so fresh, isn't it? And it's so
Yeah.
exciting, and there's so many ideas bouncing back and forth, and it's just going to be such a great growth year for yourself. Coming into 21, we've had a lot on our plates this year. That counts for every single one of us in the building watching us live. And so much has happened. It's kind of like we need to have that clean slate, isn't it? It's like, right, 21 is going to be the new year. Plan, focus, deliver, and execute. And that's what we're going to be setting you up for. Is what we're working and doing a lot behind the scenes. And yeah, absolutely. The
Like
fact that
for
you have,
example,
yeah, go on, please.
this was like the best idea because I wanted to do it and I got an agenda. I started doing it, but it's too small. But this is already printed. From you guys that made it, and it gave me a chance to just actually see it and
Yeah,
materialize and organize myself visually. And I'm like, I thought I wasn't doing anything this week, but there's actually three items that I've done every single day, and I still get the Sunday off or something like that if I
yeah,
actually
totally.
get to do it like that.
And I mean, in terms of that, Daniel, how does that make you feel as a musician and just as an individual? How does that, because you're setting yourself up for the week, you've got that resource there, and that again comes from backstage. So when you get access to it, you get straight away the backstage frameworks, the modules, everything there. And how is that setting you up for the week in terms of obviously being able to thrive and grow? I mean, sort of since joining, how has backstage helped you essentially?
Like I said before joining, I was like a little bit over the moon, trying to organize myself and getting a few ideas from my friend
Yeah,
in Chile, Mestre as well, who actually told me a few advices. But I was like, you know what? I think there might be another way. And then I found you guys as well teaching all these modules and
yeah,
actually gave me like the filter to go through all over it. And I was like, yeah, that's the whole package I need to go through. And I almost lost the point in there, but the thing was that to see your progress makes you think I actually am doing something,
yeah,
and you're focusing yourself on promoting your art or your service. Because I'm actually doing something else that's monetizing what I'm doing
yeah.
as a drummer. It's not all only music that
No,
pays the bills. But for now, actually, I can see myself, and you guys are teaching me how to monetize
yeah.
what I'm doing as a drummer.
It's a win-win, isn't it? It's brilliant, and in such a way, I would hope that it really helps the every artist, the every drummer, because we all learn differently, don't we? And I mean,
Yeah,
how we're showing up for you in sort of lives, we're showing up for you in terms of video format and pre-roll, audio as well, visuals. You got the references with the workbooks, so. And the drumsticks as well. Look at that. Look at those signatures, man. I mean, how have you enjoyed them? That's been a cool process, hasn't it, with the team?
it's so beautiful. It's my dream come true. When I saw it on Joey Jordison in Slipknot playing black drumsticks with his signature, and then I'm like, that's one thing I want to have.
Yeah,
And then I found that you guys actually offer it and endorse me as well. And I'm like, I want this, of course, the whole package. And I got the chance to do my own logo with my signatures on it. And
yeah.
and I got the Sultan symbols before, and I'm like, yes, this is
Congrats.
the year.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. We don't have to let 2019 and 2020 phase us. Really, it's been a crummy 12 months, let's face it, but this is what it's about. It's what we can do now and it's what we teach in the mastermind, in the backstage,
Yeah,
pivoting rather than pausing,
exactly.
keeping it moving, keeping the boat rocking and rolling because,
Yeah,
life is moving. Like there is so much beauty. There is so many things to look forward to, and we're doing this. This is our passion. Like you've acknowledged, yes, this is part-time at the moment, but if we can do what it takes to get it towards as close to full-time as possible, brother, that's a dream come true, isn't it?
it
We're
is.
chasing dreams, chasing reality, and doing it together in community, helping each other. I mean, how, you're thriving in the community when it comes to obviously helping each other level up. How nice is that? It's so lovely, isn't it? To be able to
Beautiful. It
come
is.
weekly, see your friends, see your community, get involved. And like you say, come with questions because we don't know everything, and I'm not going to say I do. You know, it's
We
as much about
constantly
learning
grow
from
and
each other as
evolving and
possible.
learning from each other, like you said. And it's like I actually follow that it's no competition, and you
No,
guys do it as well. I actually don't follow the numbers of who's following. I'm actually following more people than following me, but I don't even take care of that because I'm actually watching or learning from everyone, and whoever's watching me will
yeah,
be interested in it.
no,
And it will
totally,
be a
totally.
point that the numbers will change, and that won't freak me out.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But you're not phased by it at the minute, which is just great to see because I know how many people are, and understandably as well. You know, and it comes, yeah, exactly. Drum and Eyes. We got Alexandria here
Yeah,
in the building,
community over
community.
competition.
Yeah, 100%. You said it
Yeah.
best. Andy's in the house as well. We've got a live coming up shortly. Valenon, good to see you. Andres, Huey, good to see the goalie. Sorry, Dan, I've just got to shout the team
Yeah,
out. It's
yeah.
what it's all about. Gian, good to see you, boss. Fellow friend of D2's, Chess, good to see you, Lucas. Hunty, good to see you, Jonathan Rocks. Boo, good to see you, Dimitri. Good, hey, Collision family, absolutely. Good to see you, Will, as well. David, so many artists as well, and that's what it's all about. Gianni, yeah, super important to have a
Hey,
content schedule.
Tyler. Tyler's
Yes,
there.
Tyler's in the building as well, just joining us. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's building routine, it's building a framework, it's surrounding yourself with the right people. And in terms of obviously, you know, the industry itself at the minute, you know, what do you think? What's your view, Daniel, of the industry right now as it's playing out, you know, in real time, and why you think sort of community is just so important at a time like it is today?
No, community is very important, like you said, because if you don't mention community in the industry, you're not playing the game.
Yeah,
Because the industry, it's what's making the move. It's just the big term of it. If you reject the term, you won't be involved in it. But once you connect to people in the industry and you
yeah,
share and learn, like we're doing, it's like maybe I was wrong and thinking that the industry is bad. Who are you
yeah.
working with? It depends on who are you working, the connections.
Yeah, yeah, totally, totally. It's all about making those meaningful connections, those JVPs that you're already doing and tapping into. What they are, guys, for those of you that don't know, joint venture partnerships, strategic partnerships with brands, individuals, experts, you know, and everything in between, you know, form and really substantial, you know, really foundational, you know, a basis to really grow from and thrive from, you know, not only for yourselves, but also for the other individuals you're partnering with. And that's what it's all about. And, you know, in terms of obviously, you know, the experts that you're surrounding yourself with now, D2, you know, and, you know, in the sort of backstage environment, how have the experts helped you thrive as well as a musician over the past few months? Because we've had, we're on to our fourth one, you know, this month. Every month we have a
Yeah.
new expert, and that's what it's all about. So yeah, what's your sort of experience been there?
Yeah, especially the last one when she mentioned she has
Yeah,
like 50 clients, and I'm like, wow, that's something actually not just want to do, but yeah, it will actually give me a new change of lifestyle if I actually do it that way.
yeah,
Maybe not 50, but imagine if I can reach to 10 clients a week.
totally, totally.
That would be a totally
Dr-
different lifestyle.
yeah,
And then well, what Todd Collins said as well,
yeah,
like how to promote yourself and the modules that he left, and then got my own sound. And I was like, yeah, the way you have to show yourself. And I was like, I've been watching his drumming styles and the way he promotes his shoes as well,
yeah,
playing drums. And I'm like, yeah, you see, everyone does different things, but
totally.
I'm learning from everyone.
And I love that, and it's great to hear, my friend. And likewise, like I've said previously, you know, off camera between you know yourself and myself, you know, this only works if you take action, if you implement. You know, I can bring you to the people, I can bring you in front of the right people, I can show you the right strategies, but if you don't execute, it doesn't work. And to see you execute and implement every week and every month, we have a goal session, we have a success session where we just celebrate yourself and obviously the other amazing backstage members to just take a moment to, you know, it really feel inspired and inspire each other. It's what it's all about, you know, and to me, that is just such a blessing. And yeah, Todd, where's Mary, Crystal for this month as well. And the best thing is, in my eyes, is different industries, isn't it? Different perspectives. So you've got, you know, we're talking spiritual at some point, we're talking mindset, we're talking monetization, influence, we're talking students, and every session is resonating with a member of our team, a member of our community. And that's what it's about. And then the weeks after, we can talk about it, reflect on it, but knowing the content is always there and you can always
Yeah,
go back to it.
you don't have to use everything at the same time. I
That's
focus
it.
on different models, and then I'm like, okay, what
Yeah,
she said was very interesting, so I'll apply that next month. So it's
that's
like
brilliant.
different focus. It depends on what you like. Now I'm recording. Now I'm gonna publish. Now I'm gonna teach, and it's like you're
You're
gonna
here,
have
there, and
to,
everywhere, aren't you? Yeah.
yeah. You diversify yourself.
Totally. No, I totally understand. I'm totally, and I completely speak to that because obviously, not only as a brand owner, but also wearing my drum hat because, back in the day, I was band leader. I was the drummer of the band. I was the manager of the merchandise. I was running, and we've all sort of worn those hats, haven't we, as musicians and as drummers? And
Yeah.
that's what it's about. But we got Gianna. Wow, I'm not a drummer, but I want to be so part of that community. Well, you can, and I mean, just to those watching, if you want to get involved with this, we've got the doors have officially opened right now. So this week we officially reopened Backstage up for you guys. Again, small groups, small sessions. We've got a limited number of seats available. D2's got his, Jose, Bobo, we've got Zach in the building as well. And guys, if you want to take part in that, collisiondrumsticks.com/membership.
If
That's
not, you
all it
can hit my
takes.
link. I
Yeah,
got a
and
link over there.
certainly. Yeah, and this is what I was going to ask D2, for those watching who maybe want to connect with you and ask you some questions, maybe learn a little bit more about that and, your experiences personally, maybe want to obviously learn more about Backstage and how you can facilitate that. Where's the best way for our artists to reach out to you? Where's the best way that the community can get in
At the
touch?
at the at the moment, mostly
Yeah,
DM on Instagram because it's on the go.
yeah,
Like
always.
Chris Layton said on the last chat, everything on the phone, on the go. You gotta
Yep,
know,
that's
everything's
it.
there.
And
No
you're
waste of
always
time with the
responsive.
computer.
Yeah, my man,
Yeah, I'm always
always.
there.
That's great, man. Absolutely. And I mean, what would you say to drummers just watching now who maybe sat on the fence, do I, don't I, is this the right move for me? Is it not? What advice do you have based on obviously your experiences backstage?
Well, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like,
Yeah,
what I'm spending a month in this community is actually what I used to spend one Friday, every Friday, on takeaway food. Of course, this is going to give me more knowledge that I can actually use and implement the food. It will get me fatter or whatever. I'll enjoy it, but it's gone.
yeah, yeah. Here today, gone tomorrow, that type of thing. Yeah.
And then
Whereas
I'll
with
do it next
knowledge,
week. It's 4 times a month when I could have actually got more knowledge out of
yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly, exactly. No, that's such a great
Saludos,
way to see
Javier.
it. It's such a great way to see it, and we have a lot of fun, don't we? And that's what it's about. Heavy's in the building. Drum Holiday, good to see you grabbing some sticks today as well, my friend. Bobo, you said it best. You don't even need to be a drummer to get involved. The tips and the
Yeah,
strategies and the advice and the knowledge that's being shared in the group, it is so transferable. It is so
yeah,
implementable across
totally.
every industry, isn't it?
Once I printed it, I was thinking, wow, Monique and Carlton did a
Yeah.
great job putting this together
Oh,
because
thanks, mate.
actually there are models that she explains that I'm like, I, I, I wasn't actually very related as I am right now, especially the social media
Yeah.
handling and the hashtags and how to promote and what works and what not. And I'm like, this could be used for anything if you
Yeah.
actually think about it, but it's designed for collision in a great way that I can use.
Yeah. Brilliant. And I'm just so excited for you next year. All the success, living in Liverpool now, Venezuela, beautiful city, amazing artist. You've got so much to look forward to. And we're here supporting you every step of the way, Daniel. You know that.
Thank you.
We just literally had our session this week as well, Q&As, and just a great, again, community events. Literally 2 days ago, we've got another session coming up next week. That's going to be our guest expert session. And then we have an implementation week where we take everything we've learned for the month and put it into play. And I'm just so excited to see you not only grow throughout this month, but continue to thrive month on month. And we're going to be here supporting you for sure. But Horodu's throwing the love in the comments. We've got Mascot Drums as well. Go Backstage, super useful. Immediately started implementing different things. So great to hear, my friend. And yeah, as Gian says, and if it was Taco Bell, you'd lose the money even faster. Absolutely, mate. Exactly. Why spend money on something that's going to make you feel terrible? What garbage in, garbage out. What you put in, and if you put the effort in, you're going to reap the rewards. And we're sat here now planning about monetization, what you can be doing to help grow your, education base to teaching those 10 musicians, and I want to see that grow to 20, to 30, to be at the 50 mark and going, wow, Whew, I need a week off.
Some
That's
people
what it's
say
about.
like, "Oh, why are you sacrificing so much things like saving electricity or going dark in your room?" I like darkness,
Yeah.
but I'm actually investing in myself. If I don't do it, who's gonna do it for me?
You said it there. You said it there. Action is everything. If you don't implement, we're going to be stood in the same position we are, here next year after year on year. So, just seeing you take it off, mate, and taking, those moves, it's just great. And you're loving it. I'm loving seeing you grow. Monique and the team are here to support, and can't thank you enough. It's just been so great. And let's do this. Let's get you back on. Over the next few months, we'll do a catch up. We'll do a report session, check-in session, and we'll just let the community know where you're at, followers, opportunities, and just show these musicians out there that this is something that is worth investing. How's about that? Does that sound good?
Yeah, man, of course. I just
You
want to
rock.
say, guys, listen to the singles. It's gonna be super cool with the Alos,
Where can
14th
they
of
find out?
December. It's gonna come out on all platforms, the 14th and the 16th. Uh, either here or on my platform or the Arlos official. You can find that on mine anyway.
I'm just looking at your Facebook now, my friend, as well. Facebook.com/D2 the drummer. That'll give you access to Daniel's stuff. We've got his profile as well on Collision, so you can check it out, connect with him, and the Olives is right there, guys. So yeah, get involved. Please join him. Please support Daniel in all his endeavors. That's what it's all about, guys. We pinned his IG as well in the comments. But again, thank you so much for joining us, Daniel. I really appreciate you just taking a little bit of your day to spend with the community here. Just share a little bit more about Backstage and what's going on, my friend. But yes, I'll see you next week, okay? And stay safe, my friend.
Thank you, Carlton. Thank you, everyone.
God bless, my friend. Take care. Saluda. Thank you so much.
Saludos.
Absolutely brilliant. I mean, look at that, guys. That's what it's all about, Community, Dan's killing it, absolutely crushing it. And a huge thank you to him again. Brilliant to see friends, family, community members just showing up, shouting out, and just being a huge advocate for him. And guys, we want to see you thrive. We want to see you excel as well. So if you want to join Dan, if you want to join Jose, Bobos, Scott, Zach, the team, everyone over at Collision Backstage, best way to go about that again, collisiondrumsticks.com/memberships. Also, speak to Daniel. Daniel's in the group. Daniel's going to point you in the right direction. We had Jose on last week. Jose is another great contact you can get in touch with. And again, real people, real experiences, real advice. If you speak to those guys, it's always impartial. It's always their mindset, their views. Again, we're here just facilitating the conversation and just getting the ball rolling. But if you want to tag along with me, Monique, the team, if you need that expert support and, if you need that backup and if you want to level up as well as a musician, maybe you're thinking, I need to break out of this cycle of this follower roller coaster. For me, I need to get over this hurdle of getting my first 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 followers. Maybe I need to serve my community better. Maybe I've run out of ideas that I can think about when it comes to monetizing my music. How can we get some more revenue coming in for you guys? How can we make sure that you guys are best served and supported? Guys, we're here for you. We're going to make sure that all gets sorted out for sure. So best place to go, Backstage. Membership's open now. Enroll, guys, even for a month. Look at that. Yes, talk to them both, and they're great. Thanks so much, GFWW. Love you and love what you're doing, my friend. Absolutely brilliant. And again, if you need support, DM us, DM Dan, DM the team. We're here 24/7, making sure that you have the drumsticks, the community, the backstage experience, and more, guys, okay? We've got a live coming up in the next half hour with Andy Conroy, Collision Backstage strategist and artist as well. And he's going to talk a little bit more about Backstage and how it can best serve you guys. But for now, see you soon. Take care. Stay safe, everyone. As my Sky Drummer says, do it. It's going to be the best decision you make all year. And again, we're doing a lot for 2021 in preparation, okay? collisiondrumsticks.com/membership. If you don't know what it is, guys, Backstage is an online membership community that is supporting you guys, the modern drummers, to learn, collaborate, and grow. We've got expert series. We've got core modules there. It's showing you guys the Backstage experience, the business of music, what we need to know going into 21 that's going to make sure that we as musicians thrive each and every single time. And that's what Backstage is all about. I'm there, the team's there. We lead sessions every single week. Once a week, you get our time. We're here dropping absolute bombs, absolute gems of advice. The team as well. It's a great session. Annabelle has been joining us as well. Annabelle is a huge artist and advocate of Backstage. She's involved with us. And again, guys, if you want to have a one-to-one with me, if you want to have a one-to-one chat with the team about Backstage, get us in the DMs, get Daniel in the DMs, and we're here supporting you all. But again, windows only open for a short period of time. Backstage is literally going to be closing its doors at the end of the month. That's it. Once it's gone, that's it again, team. We don't know the next time it's going to be open. So if this speaks to you, action is everything. Implementation is everything. Get involved. Get online. Collision Drumsticks Backstage. And again, links in the bio. collisiondrumsticks.com/membership. Okay. And thanks so much, Annabelle, for the kind words. Backstage is very cool. So everyone join for sure. Absolute brilliant stuff, guys. See you in half an hour. 30 minutes from now, we've got a great live coming up with Andy Conroy. See you all there. Stay safe in the meantime. God bless. Thanks.